on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays. We are here with the WrestleMania 41 prediction video. Guys, I am super excited about this. I am super excited to be watching WrestleMania Night 1 and 2, Saturday and Sunday. Your boy is off, so be sure to crack a cold one for the good guy. If you like this type of content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. I want you guys to, if you're if you can, leave a comment of your WrestleMania predictions here on down in the comments section. I'm super excited to hear what you guys are thinking is going to happen on WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. Love that it is two nights instead of one night on with everything that's been going on. Before we actually get to the prediction video, I got to do a few things. Let's start with the channel sponsor, Plugski. Dubby Energy. I will leave the link to Dubby Energy's website in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You will save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Guys, I absolutely love their product. Had a little bit this morning before I went to work. Kept me going all day long. It has my back whether I'm trying to do these recordings, get through my normal day at work, what have you. Whatever it is that I need, Dubby always has my back. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You will save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Guys, my personal favorite flavor is the Mango Papaya Grandpa's Dentures, but they have so many great flavors. I definitely recommend you guys checking them out for yourself. Now, I got to address a couple of things before we actually get into the prediction part of this video. As you guys has not noticed yet, but as of this recording, we will be ending a couple series a little bit prematurely for a couple reasons. So, the NBA 2K25 and the Madden 25 live stream franchise will not be happening. We will be replacing the Madden live stream franchise with WWE 2K25, the My Rise mode. That will be a live stream every Saturday night, starting next Saturday. Not this Saturday because of WrestleMania, but the reason why we're not going to be doing those anymore is, number one, I am kind of just running out of time to do these things, and I absolutely enjoy doing them, but just with my job, we are getting into the busy season, so it's just things are getting kind of crammed at work, and we're not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to do as much recording as I want to. Luckily, I can still do the wrestling, the baseball, the hockey, the NASCAR right now. So we're in our busy season, unfortunately. That also, I feel like the live stream of the Madden just lost its luster over time. I was having a lot of fun with it, but was not getting a lot of views. The NBA stuff was kind of hit or miss. So I think maybe it's best if we try and pick that up next year when the next year's game drops. But unfortunately, if you were a fan of that series, check out the other content that I do have on this channel. But we are no longer going to be doing those series, unfortunately. Now, let's actually get into the WrestleMania 41 prediction video. I'm using this off of Wikipedia. Now, granted, I'm recording this Wednesday now, Thursday, I'm sorry. Recording this Thursday right before SmackDown Friday. And obviously, I don't feel like the whole card has been announced, but we're going to do the best we can. We're going to start with what is believed to be the opening match of Night 1 on WrestleMania. Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title. Let me tell you, the past few weeks, I have absolutely gotten invested in this feud, ever since Gunther just absolutely annihilated Jey Uso's brother, Jimmy. I think Jey Uso is going to come out on top. I think it's going to be a very good match. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the match. I think it's going to be a fine match, and I don't think they want to go have Jey Uso go 0-4 against Gunther. He's got to win at some point. And this has got to be the night. You don't waste a Royal Rumble victory on somebody who is potentially going to get sent back down to the mid-card. So I think Jey Uso is the guy that's going to win it. The War Raiders taking on the New Day for the tag team titles. I don't think the New Day is going to win. I think Eric and Ivar are going to retain. I think you're going to see something interesting. It's going to be maybe Big E gets involved, something like that. But I think the War Raiders retain in that one. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano in a singles match. El Grande Americano going over in that one. Simple as that. Book it. Rey Mysterio cannot handle the awesomeness of El Grande Americano. But in all seriousness, I think it's going to be a good match, and you're going to see a lot of cool lucha spots, especially with El Grande Americano. I think it's just El Grande Americano. Jade Cargill versus Naomi in an upset special. Naomi wins. I think they've really been twisting or pushing this Naomi character, and I honestly believe Jade's not going to suffer from one loss, but that victory at WrestleMania for Naomi could mean a lot to her. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the WWE United States Championship match. Jacob Fatu is walking out of WrestleMania as your new United States Champion. I just feel like it is the perfect time to pull the trigger and put the title on Jacob Fatu, and I think they're going to tease some dissension between the new bloodline, where I think they're going to have it's going to be Jacob versus Solo at the next pay-per-view. Again, just what I'm foreseeing into the future, so I think it's going to be really an interesting, just a really good, I think Jacob Fatu is going to be main eventing next year's WrestleMania. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, and that is for Tiffany Stratton's United States champion, or her women's champion. Tiffany Stratton is going to get that big time victory over a multi-time women's world champion. I think that is the whole reason why they're putting, Tiffany versus Charlotte. I think that will really cement Tiffany's world title reign, is getting a big time victory over Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Main event of night one, Roman Reigns, CM Punk with Paul Heyman in his corner versus Seth Rollins. I think CM Punk goes over in that, and he is going to transition to the dark side with Paul Heyman, and he might end up being Jey Uso's first challenger for the World Heavyweight title. Night two, there is one. Now, we will talk about a certain match that I am predicting to see somewhere in the middle of this thing. Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley for the women's title. Honestly, I'm not super excited. I'm not really excited about this matchup. I feel like Rhea Ripley could have been better served in a certain matchup, in a different matchup. Not going to say that I don't think it's going to be a good match, and this isn't me trying to, I love Rhea Ripley. I think she is one of the best women's wrestlers on the roster. I like all three women, but I think Rhea Ripley could have been served, with that new WWE 2K25 game. Shameless plug of the MyGM mode. Check it up right here. With the new WWE 2K25 the video game, you can do intergender matches on the game. I would have much rather seen Rhea Ripley versus the Dominic Mysterio and Dominic losing that match, because look, let's be honest. It doesn't hurt Dominic's credibility to lose to somebody like Rhea Ripley. He's already a chicken heel. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt him, and everybody wants to see. I want to see that match personally, but anyway, enough talking about shoulda, woulda, couldas. But I think Io Sky comes out in that one, and I think Naomi costs Bianca Belair that match. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie for the women's tag team titles. I think Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie win the tag titles because they're going to eventually tease a feud for that for the IC women's title, and that would be a perfect way to start the breakup of the Judgment Day. AJ Styles, Logan Paul singles match. I think Logan Paul's going to win that one. Look, AJ Styles has done everything in this business. Honestly, I don't know why he's wrestling a guy like Logan Paul, but here we are. But Logan Paul is that celebrity, that big-time celebrity. I think, though, and again, this is just my opinion, maybe Karrion Kross costs AJ Styles his match against Logan Paul, and we continue this feud with AJ Styles and Karrion Kross. Now, this match has not been confirmed yet. Randy Orton's going to have some kind of match at WrestleMania. He's got to. Now, with Kevin Owens being injured, their WrestleMania match has got canceled. There's 3 options that I could see potentially replace. Well, maybe I'll go 4. And I don't want to do the likelihood of all 4, but that could be Randy Orton's opponent at WrestleMania. Let's start with the obvious, number 1, Nick Aldis. Obviously, they've been building up towards something at some point. I think that is going to be it's most likely going to be at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis is under 40. He has still got a lot to give in this business, and I could see him maybe stepping away from the GM role. Maybe they bring in somebody like Mickie James to be the new GM of SmackDown, and they have Nick Aldis. Maybe Nick Aldis starts his in-ring career at WWE. 2, Aleister Black. Aleister Black, I think, could be potentially that. I think they're going to wait until hold off to WrestleMania for that one. Rey Fenix. Now, just think, no storyline really involved, but Rey Fenix versus Randy Orton would be kind of like a really cool matchup just to see. And the last one, Rusev. It is reported that Rusev has recently resigned with WWE. I think that could be a really cool matchup. They have some sort of history in the past. Could be something really cool to build off of. We're going to get to the next one. Braun Breaker defending his IC title against Penta, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio. I think Penta wins that title. I do see Braun breaking it, and I think Penta would be the best one. I think you're going to see a brawl between Dominic and Finn Balor at some point, and that's going to be even more of the dissension of the Judgment Day. I think that could be like one of the coolest, Penta winning that IC title within months of his debut on Monday Night Raw. And remember, they promoted it big time, that he's coming, Netflix, yada, yada, yada. I think that would just be like the crowning achievement moment so far. Damian Priest, as you guys can see, rocking a Damian Priest shirt. Bought this thing off TikTok, by the way. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I'm going to say Drew McIntyre wins that one, and I like both superstars. I think it would do better to push the feud even further for Drew McIntyre to win it. I think Drew McIntyre wins it in sneaky ways. It is going to be in a Sin City street fight, so anything goes. That is going to be quite the sight. And Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the world title. You guys know John Cena is one of my favorite wrestlers. Well, he's probably my favorite wrestler of all time. I think John Cena is going to win it and get his 17th world championship. Now, I think that obviously John Cena is not going to retire with that title. I think obviously The Rock's going to cost Cody Rhodes. It's going to be just short of a year title reign for Cody. But I could see them building up somebody like a Braun Breaker who could potentially be switched over in the draft. I could see them potentially build up Braun Breaker who, by Money in the Bank, could be facing for the world title or maybe SummerSlam. I could see Braun Breaker being that guy, and it would be perfect way for kind of John Cena to drop that title. just, if you're going to have John win his 17th world title, you have to have it mean the next person to pick it up means something. And I think it has to be Braun Breaker. You've been grooming him for a long time. You've been building him up as this next big superstar. But again, sound off in the comments what you guys think. I am out of here. Guys, enjoy WrestleMania 40 Saturday and Sunday. Sound off in the comments what you guys thought. I hope y'all have a great day and a great evening. And until next time, my friends, peace out.